Yo, what is up, everybody? This is actually a video I didn't really want to make, to be honest. I kept telling myself, don't make this video about Dana Do and Jessica. It's just like, you don't even need to say anything. But to be honest, Dana Do is posting again, and I need to go through this saga of Dana Do and Jessica AMG because I mean honestly we're like at like an Alexable or Alex Bale level of like SpongeBob conspiracy theory like level here. And if you haven't seen those videos, you should check them out. They're kind of funny. But basically like I don't know how far back this like rabbit hole goes. Like I don't know how far the blue pill goes, right? Or the red pill or whatever. But like I know when I started tuning Mercedes because before that I was into like Jaguars and Land Rovers and I really liked off-roading Range Rovers, for example. And then I would get sick of like how terrible Range Rovers are at like just being reliable, and then like go to a Toyota and then go back, because Range Rovers are fun, right? And off-roading them is fun. But okay, so for the year or two, maybe 2.5 years, I've been involved with Mercedes. Here's some stuff that happens. One, Jessica AMG starts posting like reviews for VRP, right? Things like I don't know, stuff that she wants to do, right? Like hey, these are new like surge tanks and shit. And I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that Philip actually paid her to do some of these reviews or gave her some money. And I don't know. I mean, I'm I'm gonna get fucked by everyone on this video or flamed, but like Philip, I've actually talked to a couple times. I interviewed him, and he's out in Colorado now, and he used to be in DC, so we connected for both because I used to live in Colorado, and hit him up with some like good trails and like traildamage.com like has a lot of great like reviews of trails out there. He liked off-roading. He has like a nice TRD Pro. I don't know if he sold it for the G55, but anyway, I spent several years out in Colorado, about 8 years, just hitting up all the trails I could do. And so I sent him some and whatever. And then when it came time to be like, hey, we're doing a giveaway on Tune Mercedes, he would just be like, fuck off, like I'm not helping you, like several times. And then one time I was like, hey, is this a good price on Tune Mercedes for like a turbo, right? And he was like, he like just bought that turbo from the guy directly, and I was like, great, thanks. All right, so anyway, that's like a backdrop of like how he didn't want to even give out like $50 on Tune Mercedes, right? He was like, nah, man, not even $25 gift card. Um, so then, and I don't get any money for those. Like when Merendi gives shit away, or Jake for Eurocharge, or whoever else in the future, like that 100% of that goes just directly to whoever wins. All right, so I'm probably gonna have to cut out like 90% of this intro. But anyway, not Jake, Philip ends up probably sponsoring this girl, Jessica AMG, right? And she shows off a bunch of modifications from VRP about like, hey, look at this, it's awesome, blah, blah, blah. This is how you install it. She's on like Instagram a little more than YouTube. Anyway, she's popular, gets like a following, blah, blah, blah. All right. Then her car gets crashed or like totaled or something. She sets up a GoFundMe and asks for people to get money for the car, like to fix it. So she raises, I think, more than $1,000. I want to say it was about $1,500, right? Then she sells the car. And in between these times or after these times, she hit up specific people who are also not my biggest fans. Like I don't know, the guy who works with Philip out in Modern Masters, and he actually does pretty good work. But I don't know, I don't know. We're not friends, all right. I'm not defending this guy. And he's like, hey, can you give me some money? And he posts that on like the E55 group and whatever, saying she's a scammer. All right, so like things are getting heated. She responds to one of my videos where I kind of go through this. I guess it was a Tuned Mercedes news, right? And she's like, hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I think people just want to see you make more videos. You know what I mean? They like your videos, you know? I'm a pretty nice guy. I don't, I'm not too crotchety or fucking, I don't have to swing my dick and break out tape measures all the time. You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, she's like, so that's what I said to her, right? Then she says her boyfriend, and she may have even contacted me, but she says that her boyfriend, Dana Do, or fiance or husband, whatever they are, right, made her sell the car. So Dana then pops up later, and some people actually like Dana. Like, like Blood Motorsports actually talks to Dana, and I mean, like me and June Blood aren't like best friends either, because I tried to buy a car from him, and he was like, no. For a raffle, because I just want to raffle a car. I want to support two Mercedes, right? And whatever. So like we're not best friends either, right? All right. So Dana Do then posts something about Gulf Coast Euroworks, right? And is like, screw Gulf Coast. I had a question about, and he doesn't spell question right. I don't know if he's drinking during this post or whatever, but this might be a good post that they would show in school as to why you don't want to like get on social media after you may be drinking. Like, I don't know if he is. I'm not going to put that out there, but this could be an example of that, right? And he's like, I had a question about coding my C55 with an S55 harness with one wire alternator, and they act like it's a trade secret. And he was just like, we don't, the Gulf Coast guy, whatever, I think his name's Vincent, is just like, hey, I don't want to say this because, I get paid for this. And to be honest, that shit pisses me off too, because I kind of feel like we're supposed to help each other out like a little bit more. Like, maybe with British cars, they break down so much and there's so little information about them that you have to have this sort of community. But, yeah, I think we could have better tunes and stuff if people help them out. We're a little bit more open. But, I mean, I get it. People make money on it, right? Whatever. So he said he posts this on the internet, right? And he's like, Facebook post E55 group. He gets about 100 responses, including from like June and other people he's worked with who are like, dude, this is over the top. He then posts reviews of Gulf Coast Motorworks or Euroworks, but it's not Gulf Coast Euroworks. It's some other shop. Vincent points it out. He's like, hey, this isn't even my shop. All right. So at this point, I'm like, that's interesting. But I'm not going to make a video about this, right? Like, comes out today again and says some shit about Vano, VTECH, someone else. I don't even know. I guess he's rebuilding an ECM for him and is like, you didn't even ask me if like my fan is hardwired. You're not tuning for my car. And I mean, he's not even saying if he like, I don't know if like, I think this guy's rebuilding an ECM. Like, why the fuck would he be tuning too? Like, are you asking him to tune? If you want him to tune, are you sending him logs? Like, how the fuck would he know what your AFR is on your car if it's a highly modified car? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So anyway, he puts that out there about 14 minutes ago, and that's why I have to make this video. That's why this is an interesting saga of Dana Do and Jessica AMG. And I know the story isn't over yet. You know what I mean? Like, we have not unmasked the perpetrator, like at the end of Scooby-Doo. Like, like this is ongoing drama. All right. So anyway, it's a cliffhanger. I know there's no conclusion to the story. There's a beginning, middle, there's no climax, right? But you should check out some of the comments on the Facebook group E55. They're a pretty good group. It's a lot of interesting stuff. But yeah, all right. Till next time.